The Mercedes-Benz EQA 2022 is a new all-electric crossover SUV based on the regular subcompact GLA-Class. As part of Mercedes EQ sub-brand, which produces all-electric models, the EQA is expected to go into production later this year. Mercedes has only released information on the global model so far, but says it is still being considered for entry into the US market. Given Americans' appetite for luxury SUVs, thought bringing the 2022 EQA here would be a good move. Power comes from an all-electric powertrain that produces 188 horsepower in the front drive model and 268 horsepower in the all-wheel drive version, both of which are sourced from underfloor mounted batteries. If the 2022 EQA does make it to American showrooms, it will be a new model and entry point to the company's electrified SUV offering. Expect the available EQA trim levels to reflect the larger EQC levels, but we haven't set a price yet. Also don't know how the EQA will be equipped or what features will be standard or optional, but we'll find out closer to the SUV sales date. Under the hood, the standard EQA 250 is powered by a single electric motor that produces 188 horsepower and exclusively drives the front wheels. Was told that eventually there would be a range-optimized EQA as well as an all-wheel drive configuration with 268 horses. The European version of the front drive, the 188 HP EQA 250 that drives, is slowed down by its heavy weight. While it feels responsive at city speeds, it's much slower at over 60 miles per hour. Mercedes estimates it will accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in an unimpressive 8.9 seconds, and its top speed is electronically limited to 99 miles per hour. A stronger EQA will help offset its mass, but can't say if that will change its ride and handling. At the moment, not impressed with Mercedes' sluggish body control, annoying stability control system, and numbing brake pedal. The EQA will use a 66.5 kWh battery pack to provide a range of between 200 and 250 miles. That range figure is important because it means it can compete with similarly priced rivals like the Tesla Model 3 sedan and Model Y SUV. After the EPA tests the US version of the EQA, it will provide an efficiency rating in mpg, which is the equivalent of miles per gallon for electric vehicles. After getting one for testing, we'll run it on a 75 miles per hour highway route, which is part of our extensive testing regimen, and be able to evaluate its efficiency in the real world. Except for a few rose gold accents and other trimmings, the interior of the EQA is essentially identical to that of the GLA. That means 5 seats with a reasonable amount of cargo space in the rear hatch. However, Mercedes slightly raised the cabin floor and rear cargo floor to pack the battery. The result is a reduction in space in both areas, and that means rear seat passengers are forced into less comfortable seating positions than in the regular GLA. Not sure how small the cargo space is, so don't know how it affects luggage capacity. Managed to fit 6 carry-on luggage in the back seat of the GLA 250. That number jumped to 16 luggage bags with seat back stored. Mercedes-Benz's new MBUX infotainment system will be available inside the EQA. It will offer a touchscreen, voice commands, and steering wheel controls for audio, navigation, and other functions. Find the new interface frustrating at times to use, especially the over-enthusiastic voice assistant that pops up every time he says the word Mercedes. Navigation will likely offer features to help drivers more easily find EV charging stations.